The New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boo, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Clay Holmes. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Bernie Williams. Stepping in now for the Yankees. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And ball one to the right fielder. Holmes with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a pop-up. Right. Settles under this one. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Derek Jeter.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. Being a member of the 3,000 hit club, just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
Babe Ruth, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next pitch is outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
That's outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Man at second. Stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
And now Lou Gehrig. First pitch just misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. And that's downstairs. 3-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. That one outside. 1-0. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. He sends it out of here. And they take the lead. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He sees the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Beltran sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
George Brett in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Nice grab. The throw. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Derek Jeter in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now. With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And that's outside. Counts full. 3-2.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
This is Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Lined into right. Makes the grab, and that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League. And we're back. And on the mound now, Greg Maddux. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. He's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
And now it's going to be Luis Garcia. And there's a strike. Maddux, a 6-foot righty, more than 300 wins in his career, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now here is David Wright. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. There's a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fastball for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Here's Juan Soto. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Soto working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Next one misses. Now 2-0.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Garcia leads off first with 1 away. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3 balls and a strike. That one at the knees for a strike.
Count full.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. And you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Carlos Beltran up now for the Mets.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Right down the chute. It's 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that one fouled off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Tony Gwynn. Holmes back to work. Outside low, ball 1. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Out to center, Beltran. He's got it. One away.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Bernie.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams. 0 for 1 so far. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Tattooed and gone. A solo shot. His 16th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Luke, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
The Babe is one of those guys with a larger-than-life personality, Boog, and that's something you see from him on and off the field. He's certainly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of sports.
Gets it to first, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Lou Gehrig now at the plate. The walk and a run scored his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And downstairs.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Switch through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And the lead is now 5-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. Grounds 1 to short. Jeter tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting 7.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Popped in the air, left field, and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, Francisco.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. It's 5-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Just off the outside edge. Ball one.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Sliced hard but foul.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. That one fouled off. And a payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Posada batting for the second time, and that's strike one. 1 out, base is empty. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. That misses. 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tapped softly on the ground. Right. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, George Brett.
George Brett stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball inside. 1-0.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And that's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Two outs. And that one missing low. Derek Jeter waits on deck. And that's ball four.
Ball four.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, David Peterson.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Peterson.
Jeter stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Fastball for a strike. Brett off of first with 2 away. Next offering is downstairs. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that one lifted in the air, center field, Beltran. And that is that. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head down. And we're back. And here's the veteran outfielder, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
And there's a foul ball. Ball one there. Hit in the air, center field. And makes the grab. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Garcia in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. That one missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
Outside with a breaking ball. There's a strike.
The count is full.
Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Right. Stands in now and watches strike one. Foul ball there. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Mets. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Funk up the place. We just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this ride, go faster or slow. Hold on to every little thing that I'm giving up.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Winker should have it. Brings it in, and there's one down. So the lineup flips over. Tony Gwynn getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gwynn, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, out towards left center. Lindor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Williams in the box again, takes a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Soto.
In the air, out towards right center. Gwynn hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Carlos Beltran. He's one of the best players in the game. Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His 23rd of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 5-1.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here is Mark Vientos. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. On the ground at first, Garrett. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 5-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now with the Subway Series. And now the DH, Babe Ruth. Peterson back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Activity in the bullpen. A.J. Minter up and throwing. Buto also getting ready. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-1. And that's outside. Not close with that one. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. Fought off foul. Ruth gets his lead at first with nobody out. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's down and in. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
The left fielder, number 7, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. In the dirt. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Back-to-back base hits. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now Jorge Posada.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right side, and foul ball. No outs, runners at first and second. And that's way high. Now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Batter's out.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 1-0. First and second, 2 down. Just missed.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
3 balls,
2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Francisco Lindor.
And it's fouled away.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The Yanks leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer it that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
And first offering is fouled off. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think...
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it 6-1. Back now with the Subway Series.
The second baseman,
Top 6.
Bryce
Now it's the second baseman,
Turang.
Bryce Turang. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Gwynn now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Bernie Williams. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped. Winker on a dead sprint. And that one hops the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping. On his way home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. Outside. And that is out of play. High fly ball on that one, curling foul down the right side. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. Top of the order, due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Mets 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Luis Garcia.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And that skips in the dirt. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball. The count 2-1. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one misses.
Inside.
So a leadoff walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Man at first, nobody out. Now the number 2 hitter, David Wright, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the
0-1's
strike
the
zone,
count.
gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
0-1.
Up and in, and 1-1. And that one clips the corner. Garcia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Just outside. And it's 2-2.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Two now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment to get back on track. His team needs it.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. That clips the corner. Man at first, one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating
Now
so much bat speed. It's
fielder,
hard to bring that to a halt once you commit it. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Beltran
Ball
up for the
back
third
outside.
time here. Watches that one miss. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. The other way. They get the force, and that is that. Mets leave 1. They're down 7-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Mets.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the
33.
mound. A.J. Minter.
A.J.
He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Minter.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. Just missed. Minter in his 8th
0-1, no
season,
strike.
31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2015. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
Yep.
Next offering is down low. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's way high, and it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. And a 1-2. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Stepping in,
Now
Jorge Posada. 0 for 3 in this one.
Posada.
That misses, and that's ball one.
Counts 1-0.
The Yankees up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. George Brett stepping in now for the Yankees. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Garrett off of first with 2 away. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Yankees 7 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. Outfield playing straight up now.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here's Pete Alonso. First pitch misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Popped up. Terang in position. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he got him. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Alvarez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Center field. Gwynn sizes this one up. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Derek Jeter.
Minter back to work. Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That misses. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bryce Terang, the next to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Terang, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that one hammered. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. One run across. Safe at home as two score on the inside the park homer. Jose Siri coming into the game now as the injury replacement. Base is empty, one away. Bernie Williams will hit next.
Jose Siri.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Two runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the eighth. That's out to center field. Siri in position. He's got it, and there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Now up as the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth. And that misses. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Goes down looking. So 2 runs in the inning.
Now pitching for the
Hunter Gaddis into the game.
Number 7.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind here.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no deep abs on him. I'm from that bully with bullies with quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie, fatigues on me, streets in me. The flow is cold, but you know that I got that heat in me. Yeah, burn down, I'm a burden now.
Just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Michael King appears to be getting loose. Franco getting cranked up as well. And that skips into dirt. Just off the inside edge.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike one.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity.
Oh, and a great stop from his knees, the throw. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error should... hurt too much, but you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Garcia stands in now and watches strike one. The Mets with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That one almost got him. Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Number 5, David.
David Wright up now for the Mets. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
People struggling trying to blend on me. See, the key to succeed is to stay low key. When them doors close on you, better make your key. Can't make no key, better knock that down. And if you can't remember that.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. That to right. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. First and second here, no outs.
Ball down.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, out, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth
Now
double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Soto now. So coming into the game now on defense. Jackson Merrill. He'll be patrolling center field. Also into the ball game, Stephen Quad. He'll be out in left field.
A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing left field. Number 38. Stephen Quad.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Hunter Gaddis. John Franco takes over on the mound.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Check swing went around. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. Through 8 full. The Yankees 9 and the Mets 1.
Pitching for the Mets.
On the mound now, Jose Butto.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in and out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now, Mickey Mantle. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Just missed. Garrett on at first, nobody out. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That's a slider for a strike. That one not close. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed. The Yanks up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Series sizing it up. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Just missed.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
That's in there. That's strike 1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
So first and second with 1 gone. And stepping in for the Yankees, George Brett. And first offering is fouled off. One out. Runners at first and second. In the air, center field. Siri makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jeter.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. And And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
of the
for the
ninth.
Mets,
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Siri.
Oh, look at the stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Vientos, batting with one down, takes a strike. Now 1-1. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Bounce to the left side. Brett sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So last chance for the Mets. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. One strike away. On the ground, right side. And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
The count.
Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. They say to win.
0-2 is the count.
And that one misses up and in. And the count 1-2.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a...
Got him! And that's the ball game.
So they break into another level with this win streak at 10 now. I think the key is to maintain the focus, because you can have this motivation to get to double digits and then have a letdown. They've got to try to just put out all the distractions, turn off the sports highlights, and come back out here and play baseball the way they've been doing it in the next game.
9-1.